It's been long since I have written and recorded a podcast, but let me tell you a story about the strange familiarity we sometimes feel with complete strangers. Have you ever met someone for the very first time, and yet the energy was so good, so natural, that you felt you had known that person your entire life? It's like meeting an old friend in a new face, a sense of recognition that doesn't come from memory, but from somewhere deeper, from the soul. In Islam, there is a saying of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that captures this feeling perfectly. Souls are like soldiers gathered together. Those that knew each other before will recognize one another here, and those that did not will be in conflict. For me, this hadith holds something profound. It suggests that before this life, before we took our first breath, our souls already existed, already moved in a space beyond what we can see. And perhaps, in that unseen world, they touched, they interacted, they loved or clashed. And now, when we meet someone here in this life, sometimes our soul remembers, even when our mind does not. The Sufis often write about this in their poetry. They say that when two people's hearts resonate, it is not a coincidence, it is a sign of light recognizing light, a divine reminder, a hidden connection, unfolding in the flow of destiny. Think about it. How many people do we pass by every day in silence, without a spark, without a trace, and then suddenly, once in a while, there is someone and everything feels aligned. The way they smile, the way they speak, their presence, it simply feels like home. Now, depending on how you see the world, you may call this energy, vibration, chemistry, or destiny. But in the Sufi way, it is seen as qadar, the written plan, the tapestry where each thread has its meeting point. Nothing happens by chance. The stranger you meet on a train, the conversation that opens your heart, the person who enters your life and makes you feel seen, all of this belongs to a divine script. And sometimes this recognition comes not to stay, but to teach. That beautiful stranger who appears for a moment and then disappears might simply be there to awaken something in you. A reminder that you are not alone in this world, that your soul is still capable of recognizing beauty, of resonating with others. Rumi once wrote, "Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along." And this is not only about romantic love, it can be about friendship, companionship, even a passing moment of human connection. It is the soul remembering what the mind cannot explain. What I love about this idea is that it breaks the illusion of randomness. That feeling you have when you meet someone and instantly feel safe, understood, alive. It is not just coincidence. It is part of a story much older than this life, a story written before you even opened your eyes to this world. So maybe next time you feel this connection, pause for a moment, honor it, ask yourself, what is this soul here to show me? Maybe it is comfort, maybe it is guidance, maybe it is simply to remind you that the unseen is always present, just behind the veil of our everyday life. And if sometimes you feel a clash with someone, a strange discomfort with no explanation, remember that too has its roots. Not every soul resonates. Some are meant to cross without harmony, as a test or as protection. In the end, the mystery of human connection is one of the most beautiful gifts we carry. It reminds us that life is not just physical, not just logical, but also deeply spiritual, and that sometimes meeting the right soul at the right time can change the rhythm of our entire journey. So, the next time a stranger feels like an old friend, smile at the thought that maybe, just maybe, your soul has known them for a very long time.